Welcome to 2K TV. Today I am playing Eric Pascal in a game to 2K. How you doing, man?
I'm doing well. Ready to play.
I'm a Laker fan.
Welcome to 2K Sports Live Saturday night coverage up G8. Well, yeah, terrific attitude. It makes him very tough to handle. David, thank you. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Iguodala out there with Clark. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's P.J. Tucker. And it's Vucevic in at the center. And for Charlotte, we've got DeMarcus Cousins. Towns is out there with Randall. Then there's J.R. Smith. And it's Ayton in at the center, filling out the middle. Now, here's Tucker. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Fade away. And Vucevic with the basket on the assist by Iguodala. Mark, I'm so familiar with when you played and you were dominant in the post, and that's the same for a few players I know you admire tonight.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, it's much harder now to consistently score inside because teams defensively are so much quicker to double team you and get the ball out of your hands if you're a good low post scorer.
They read defensively well, and they rotate Clark so quickly. I'm always amazed at that.
Fast and hard.
Trying to get open is Adebayo. And that one's good by Clark.
Boy, the unselfishness of Iguodala is really admirable. A forward with excellent vision. He has a feel for when one of his guys is open.
Smith finds Cousins. Randall against Adebayo. Cousins, the baseline jumper goes down.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Here's the Nuggets now with the ball. Iguodala deciding where to go with it. Vucevic the pass to Tucker. Over to the left wing. Fader on the way, and it's Denver scoring again.
Boy, nothing like shooting shots you know you can make. Vucevic shooting that one with confidence.
Out left to the wing. Here's Cousins, and the layup's good off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Iguodala. There's 1:54 left in the first. 5 on the clock. From 18 feet away. Misses off the left iron. Bobcats have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game.
And when you watch DeAndre Ayton, you really are just floored by how he moves. The amount of speed and agility he has for a player as solid as Ayton is doesn't come around very often.
Randall finds Towns. Back to Randall. Iguodala with the steal. Pass to Clark. Throws it up high, and Adebayo throws it down.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
And those physical attributes of Ayton are so imposing. Greg, who does he remind you of?
I mean, for current players, you see a bit of Embiid and how they both move so fluidly for 7-footers. From the past, I see a bit of David Robinson in his game.
Here's Tucker, following the basket by DeMarcus Cousins. Here's Clark. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. 4 on the clock. Over Smith. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. And so Cousins will bring it up for the Bobcats. This the first chance to take a look at the Nuggets this season.
Boy, what a throwdown by the well-built 6'9" Julius Randle with power.
Cousins against Iguodala. Passes it to Vucevic. Shoots over Cousins. Here's Adebayo. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Tie game here in Charlotte. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. One of the most high-powered scorers in the game, Karl Anthony Towns.
You know, everyone has to get some of the sugar.
Well, when you're attracting, Greg, all that defensive attention, it creates opportunities for your teammates.
And Towns wants to win big. To do that, though, it's not enough to get numbers. You've got to make your teammates better as well.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what do you guys think about the Bobcats here in this one?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So out there for the Nuggets right now, A.J. Tucker is out there with Bam Adebayo. And there's Iguodala. And it's Vucevic. And it's Clark in at the shooting guard. To the inside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Ayton.
The potential is there. For Clark, it's about expanding the range so that it makes him more versatile offensively.
Clark, here we are mid-season, and certain teams seem to really change gear and ratchet up the intensity.
Yeah, I agree with you. And some of that is familiarity, understanding who you are and what it takes for you to win. And being healthy is a big part of that. I think teams all over the league go through stretches where they're in a nice groove and rhythm, and there are a lot of variables that play into that.
Things settle down, don't they? Rotations, routines, like you said, all those things important.
Yeah, exactly. Well said.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, DeMarcus Cousins suffered an Achilles injury, and it was a major setback for him, but it was also an eye-opener. Cousins said, any given day could be your last day playing, and all the celebrity, all the fame ends. My love for the game has grown, but at the same time, I want to be more than just a basketball player. And Kevin, challenges can put anything into perspective.
Thank you, D.A.
Denied. Return to sender. That's something you expect from a 7-footer like Vucevic.
To the left side wing. From outside the arc. They get the rebound. Oh, what a play!
Woo! Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
Smith scanning the floor for the three, and he's good on the 3 ball. Smith's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Clark. Inside, here's Vucevic, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Well, we've seen Vucevic expand his offensive repertoire, guys, adding to his old-school post game. He's now demonstrating perimeter shooting and playmaking ability, and that's opening some eyes.
And Clark, as Vucevic has stepped out from that mid-range to beyond the arc, it's paying dividends.
Yeah, not only is he shooting the 3-point shot when he steps out there, but it spaces the floor and opens up things for his teammates, and he's proven himself to be a pretty good passer. The face-up game proving just as effective as his post-up game, which makes him a hard cover.
Here's Iguodala, and easy 2 points on the layup. Iguodala's got his first basket.
You just can't give Iguodala these looks. He's too experienced and crafty down low.
Now here's Cousins, guarded by Tucker. 18 feet out, connects, the jumper drops. Randall's got his second bucket.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's Adebayo, top of the key. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. From deep 3-point range, Tucker can't get it to go. That will count. It's not going to go for him. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as... Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Hey, welcome back to 2K. A pretty close game from the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. Nothing seemed to give way on either side. And
we've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, Vucevic, guys, has been exceptional.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
They've got Ayton. Julius Randle is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Smith in at the 2. So that's who James Borrego starts the second half with.
Towns, the first overall pick in 2015, a future MVP candidate. I mean, he's lived up to the billing.
Here's Iguodala, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And with Andre Iguodala, he doesn't give you 20 points tonight like he once did, Greg, but he still shows up when you need him.
Iggy can still hit the switch, so to speak, and go back to his all-star level of play for stretches. I mean, the numbers don't jump out at you, but he is so valuable during big games, particularly in the postseason.
And the basket is good.
And, you know, DeMarcus Cousins is used to playing through contact. I mean, he's excellent at overwhelming the defense with his strength.
Iguodala kicks to Adebayo. Now the pass to Clark. Here's Vucevic. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That's his third foul of the game. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Iguodala, the pass to Adebayo.
Good defensive footwork there. Randle affecting that shot.
Randle with some nice D to the paint. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Randle's got the lead up to 4 now for Charlotte.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Iguodala against Randle. And Adebayo throws it down.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Randle. They shoot again. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Now Vucevic, 8 points for him. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Iguodala's got his second bucket tonight. And Clark, throughout your NBA career, you always wore number 33. How'd you end up picking that number?
Well, it goes back to my idolization of Lou Alcindor at the time, who is now known as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He was the first big, graceful guy I saw do a little bit of everything in his days at UCLA, and then I digested all kinds of books and stories about him and just really admired his work on and off the court. Because he wore 33, I chose 33.
Back to Tucker. Launches a 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. Iguodala's got his 4th assist in this one. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Now here's Randle. He has 6. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Cousins. Now here's Towns. No good, unable to end this run.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Back to Iguodala. Pass to Vucevic. Over Smith. And it's Vucevic. That time on the assist by Iguodala. Now it's a 6-point Nugget lead. And now the first timeout called here for the Bobcats.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Smith with it. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. Just 5 to shoot. Charlotte needs to get a shot off the mark. And so it's the Denver Nuggets with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense too, Greg. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. So on the floor for Denver, Bam Adebayo is out there with Vucevic. Then it's P.J. Tucker. And there's Iguodala. And it's Clark in at the 2 guard. And now the Nuggets, fast break. He lobs it up. It's tipped. And here is Cousins. Smith outside from past the arc. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Adebayo's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
The athleticism, length, and IQ of Iguodala is tough to guard. Sometimes you just have to whack him.
That's off as well, so he misses both. Charlotte trails by 6. Inside, goes up, and Randall throws it down.
In transition, Randall extremely mobile for a power forward.
And so it's Iguodala. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. Passes to Tucker. To the middle. Here's Vucevic. Makes it off the glass. Vucevic has got the lead up to 6 now for the Nuggets.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Here's Towns. And the rejection by Iguodala. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. No good from Clark.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Here's Towns. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Cousins has got his 4th assist in this one.
Man, how about the cool, calm collectedness of Towns. Helps him come through when the game gets snug.
On the wing, Iguodala. He's defended by Randall. It's blocked.
And using that wide reach to reject shots. Aiden can't afford to throw up weak stuff around the big fella. And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Here's Vucevic. A shot off that time. Some solid defense from Ayton. And there's the pass to Towns. Back to Cousins. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Smith trying to get open as Randall. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Nuggets have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the 4th. A lot of misses, just the 1 make. Clark kicks to Iguodala. There's 45 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Down low, it's stolen by Randall. Pass to Smith. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Nikola Vucevic.
And as you'd expect, he's done most of his damage in that low block. I mean, that was the game plan, to get it to him in the paint and just let him go to work. And boy, has the big fella delivered. He has just killed them down low.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Alden.
Hey, guys, when Mike Malone talked to his team during that last timeout, this game is close, and he told his players, hey, guys, this is when it's fun, right? This is a close game, and this is when you get to show what you're made of. Right here, right now. Kevin, we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, free throws put them in an excellent position to win this thing now. It's all in the hands of the D.
Denver calls timeout. They're trailing by 2. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw up.
Here's Clark. Feeds it to Vucevic. To halt the run.
And it's real easy to see why they turn to Vucevic when the game is close. I mean, he knows how to step up in the clutch.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. Seconds left in the game. Here's Cousins. Oh, it's no good. And we're headed to overtime. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Tip-off goes to Denver. And no shortage of excitement here, and we're officially underway in overtime in this game. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So out there for the Nuggets right now, they've got P.J. Tucker. Clark is out there with Iguodala. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Vucevic in at the pivot, manning the middle. And Towns gets it to go.
Well, you got to respect and admire the focus of Towns. I mean, he just doesn't get rattled. He just stays with it, embraces the challenge, and keeps coming.
To the inside, Vucevic, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Randall, and Randall throws it down.
Calm when it counts. Randall has that clutch DNA.
Nuggets trail. Iguodala outside to the paint. Here's Vucevic. Another miss by Vucevic.
I'm a bit shocked, honestly, that he misses that. That's his shot in rhythm.
Now here's Cousins. He's guarded close. Got it.
That's what I'm talking about right there. Game on the line. Towns lets nothing stand in his way.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 4. There's 53 seconds left to play in OT, and this battle continuing. Iguodala outside. Inside. Here's Vucevic. And the rejection by Cousins.
When he puts everything he has into his defense, Cousins can be a force. Big, strong, and smart. Of course, he's going to block his share of shots when he's committed.
Shot clock at 6. Pass to Towns. Here's Smith. Rebounded by Tucker. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They're behind by 4. There's 21 seconds left in the first overtime. Guys, what's your take?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
There's 21 seconds left in overtime. Iguodala outside. From deep. And another miss by Denver.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
But that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away.
And so the Bobcats take the win. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came on in the extra period.
What?
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.